So this is the sketchbook page I'm finishing. It's basically just a row of buildings, and yeah, I'm basically just drawing a bunch of buildings in varied sizes and kind of looking at the varieties of different types of buildings that you can have. I started it only like 2 days ago, so it's a pretty recent sketch. I would have preferred to use an older one, but I didn't have any, so this one was still fun to work with. The first building I'm going to draw is going to be like 3 stories tall. It's going to have those little like attic windows. And I feel like I kind of gave it like an Old English vibe. I also added a little weather vane. That was fun. So while I was drawing it, I was trying to keep it light and sketchy like the other buildings. But this didn't do well when it was filmed because the lines were so light, so it didn't film very well. So that was unfortunate. So in this building, for variety, I also wanted to add curtains in the windows. This was something I hadn't done in the other buildings, so this kind of made this one unique. And I just added a tiny bit of like brick patterning to it. Not too much so it like looked weird, but still gave it that kind of texture. For the next house, I made a smaller design, and I didn't really have a idea for it, but I decided to add a circle window because I had a lot of rectangular windows, so I didn't really have a circle one. I also wanted to do double doors because none of the other ones had that, but it wasn't big enough for double doors, so I just did one door with a cool frame. I also wanted to add some more plants to the row of buildings, so I decided to have like ivy climbing up on it. So that kind of led me to do like a Tudor style to match that. For the next building, I wanted to do one that was big enough to have double doors, and I also wanted to kind of add a tower. I'd been wanting to do that for the other ones, but none of them had a place where the tower would fit very well. And since this one was half off the page, it was easier to add. Unfortunately, the footage that I got while drawing it was blurry, so I actually didn't include it, but you can see that I added a fish scale pattern to the roof and added a porch, and I incorporated the double doors in the design. So I wanted to add a sidewalk to kind of make it like look like a road and to kind of have something that brings the buildings together. But I also didn't want to draw in front of the buildings. So the only things I was really able to add besides for the sidewalk itself was a street lamp and a mailbox. Then lastly, I drew in some clouds. Here's the final page. I like how each of the buildings have like the same feeling, but they also are very different, and each of them has different elements that others don't. It was fun to see like what variety you could make in drawing buildings. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys soon.